I need the link.
What's good? How y'all doing this evening?
Good evening.
What's going on?
Hi.
Happy Tuesday.
All right, this is
Is
a
it?
special edition of a Flex for the Goal. Ricky,
Hmm?
take it away, man.
What's going on, guys? How y'all doing tonight? Everybody doing all right? We got
I'm
Miss. We got two special guests tonight, guys. Usually we got one, but we got double. So go ahead and introduce yourself, Jolie, and let everybody know where you at and where they can find you.
Jolie at Pal Jolie on Twitter with Janelle, who I think is Janelle underscore 2310.
Yo, that's awesome.
Wow.
And we're a package deal. I don't always, say that up front because it freaks people out, but I just don't know how to do stuff without her. So
Okay, so just a dynamic duo.
we are, and we are so thrilled to be here and talk about Braves baseball with you. It's definitely both of our passions.
Yeah, no doubt. We're happy to have you on. And you guys already know, this is Forever I Love Atlanta Sports FILA. You can find us pretty much anywhere. So, hit us up in the comment section. Make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and follow your Hometown Sports podcast. But let's get into it, guys. I think there's only 11 games left after tonight. Last time I checked, the Braves were up 2-0. Is that right still?
That was the last score that I saw as well.
Okay, so good bounce back from last night's beating. As we know, 14-1 beating we took last night was a little rough.
Last night? I don't recall.
Yeah. We'll forget that game, right?
I'm saying.
I had to eat some words on that one because, which I did go back and do a retraction because normally if it's, the third or the fourth, we could be down by 8, 9, 10 runs, the Braves. I mean, offensively, if any team can come back from that kind of deficit, I feel like it's definitely our Braves. So I was very confident. It didn't happen, but like you said, we have to take that beating sometimes like every other team.
I agree. So let's jump into it. How do you see the postseason rounding out? You think we're going to win the division? You think we're going to sneak into that number 2 seed? We won't fall anywhere farther than the 2 in the East. So what do you guys think? Janelle, what do you think?
I think that the East is ours again. I said it at the beginning of the season. I understand it's just a 60-game sprint and anything can happen. Those are the phrases that we heard thrown around constantly. Anything can happen. Anybody gets on a hot streak and it's theirs. And I think you don't get hotter than like a 29-run game. If
Right.
this is sustainable in any way, not 29 runs,
Right.
but this stretch of win, lose, win, win. I don't think there's anything to worry about.
What about you?
Richie's glitching on my screen right now. I can't hear anything.
You sound great. I agree with everything Janelle said. The only thing I want to say is obviously we all know this is elementary. Baseball is a game of averages. So whether it's 60 games or 162 games, the cream always rises to the top. Right. So, Braves, I feel like are going to outslug everyone else. I mean, yeah. I think we're second in hitting only to the Padres right now in terms of, the Padres are crazy on fire. I can't remember the last time Padres were this good.
Yeah,
so
they might actually kiss the Dodgers. So,
right. So obviously the Dodgers are, the team to worry about right now, but we don't know if that changes in a few games. So I'm hashtag defend the East. And I know no matter what happens, we're going further than we did the last 2 seasons.
Okay, so you're calling that we're actually going to win a series, huh?
I'm calling that.
Okay. So who do you want to? I'll go with you, Jolie. Who do you want to see in a matchup, first round? Who would be your dream matchup?
Not the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Legitimately anybody but the Cardinals. Yeah.
I was a quick 25-second story. I had tickets back then. They were called dugout seats at Turner Field for the 1-game wild card against the Cardinals. when Chris Medlin was starting pitcher. And my best friend was getting married in Illinois, which is where I was actually born. I rep Atlanta. I'm all Atlanta everything. And we were high school friends, and I couldn't say no. I was in her wedding. So not only could I not go to that game, but I was in Cardinals country, because in Illinois, it's Cubs or Cardinals. People think it's Cubs and White Sox, but no one really talks about the White Sox. Unless you're on the south side of Chicago, that's where all their fans are.
Okay.
But it's where I'm from, it's Cubs or Cardinals. So I was in Cardinals country wearing a formal dress with a Braves cap, and it was just a terrible lose. So I'm going to pass that to Janelle, because I have hurt feelings over who would you like to see in a matchup?
Honestly, I don't care. It's not. I don't think that I have a dream scenario. I think 100% like not the Cardinals. Like that, give me not the Cardinals, and I think Max Fried can beat them. So that's where I'm at. I'm so sorry. Like everything is from Chiefs.
Yeah. I don't want to see the Marlins. I'll be honest with you. I don't want to see them. I think they're dangerous with those pitching rotations with Sixto Sanchez.
Yeah.
I don't want to see them. To me, I don't really want to see the Giants either. Everybody's saying, hey, let's play the Giants. It feels like every time the Giants sneak in, they find a way to win it all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
and their fans are just, I can't stand the Giants fans.
And it is an even year, by the way. You know the Giants win.
Oh, no.
Was an
Stop
even
that.
year, so just letting
Oh
you know.
my God, I didn't even think.
Stop with that, man.
But as far as the Marlins go, other than Sixto Sanchez, who is so amazing, and I could just say his name, it just sounds and feels so good in my mouth. Sixto Sanchez. I love it. But other than him, the Marlins don't scare me. I'm not scared of the Marlins. We've always got their number. We, fish fry, like good Catholic people.
So,
Not Catholic, but still.
So the big news, right? Big news tomorrow. Who we got pitching tomorrow?
The Cole Hamels project.
There you go. I know you've been excited about that.
Excited to see it come to fruition.
Yeah, excited to see him just on the mound, right?
Yeah. I mean, yes, of course, he's an attractive guy, whatever. But no, baseball talk. Just to the fact, I honestly said a week ago, we're not going to see Cole Hamels at all, regular season or otherwise. I mean, he was hurt during spring training, not summer camp. Yeah. And everyone's like, don't worry about it. He'll be ready to go in 2 weeks. He might not start with the team. 2 weeks in, he'll be fine. And he hasn't been fine this entire time.
Yeah, I don't expect to see him with 3 innings, to be honest.
Well, surely they'll have him on a pitch count.
Yeah, I think they're done 50, 55 pitches. So I guess this depends on, how he executes, how healthy, like you said, he is. Big part is getting him stretched out. How far is he truly stretched out? So it'll be interesting, but I'm
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but if he comes in clutch for the postseason, I don't care what he did the rest of the games.
Yeah, I mean, side note, the I guess interaction all year he's had with Max might pay off the money we spent on him more than it does on the mound. So we'll see how that, like you said, comes to fruition. So Janelle, your thoughts? The rotation, the way it's rounding out, do you feel comfortable with Kyle Wright right now? Do you want to see somebody else emerge? Maybe a Folty resurgent? Is that a possibility in your mind?
I mean, what I've read and what I've heard is Folty's hitting 95. That's amazing if the word consistently comes somewhere in that sentence. You know what I mean? Like, nobody has said that he's doing it consistently. Nobody has said he topped out at 90. Like, there's not enough information for me to be like, yeah, like, no, we need to bring him right. Like, that's the way we need to.
I have to say something.
Go ahead.
You go first.
No, please finish. Like,
keep going. Just remember, I have to say something when you're done.
No, because I'm off track.
Go ahead. You didn't knocked her off track. Go ahead.
I have it on good account that they're saying that Folty gained 10 pounds and gained 4 to 5 miles per hour on his fastball, but he really has lost it and doesn't look that good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I have an idea of where that information came from, and that is information that I absolutely would trust.
But I am writing a story. I've never written a story, and I don't even know if it really falls into the category of a sports story because I don't even know what the guidelines are for that. But the title of it is A Very Faulty Fairy Tale.
Okay.
And it's not good or bad. It is, here's how I would like for it to end up.
Right.
And I think Faulty has the opportunity to be one of the best baseball stories, at least of our generation, if he could come back and save us and redeem himself and do what we know he can do, because he's really brilliant to me.
Yeah, he
around.
got a soft spot in my heart for Faulty.
Let me, Tom, I'm sorry, y'all, but let me go in the chat. We got people in the chat watching, y'all. Ultra Shadow, what's good, man? He said, woo, woo. Knight, what's good, man? He said, go Braves, chop on. Ultra Shadow 97 said, F the Cardinals, man. And, I don't like the Cardinals. And then Buddy Dean, he said, Jolie Collins, for the series win. And he said, you go, girl.
He knows. He already knows what's up. We've got to go further, and it's amazing for our rotation to be so completely effed up. I'm trying to keep it clean.
I mean, it's basically decimated.
Yeah, there's nothing there. I mean, the Braves are just really working on fumes and bare bones, but the offense and the drive of this team and the hunger and no offense to redheads, because I love being a redhead when I color my hair red, but we're like the redheaded stepchild, like the proverbial, like no one loves us, we're not pretty enough, and we're not a big market, but man, the Braves are so fucking good. Like, we are so good. We have so much talent. Snicker,
last year, if Chris Martin stays healthy last year, I think we beat the Cardinals easily.
Well, I wouldn't have. I don't know. I feel like Dallas Keuchel messed up everything for us during that whole thing.
We could have gave Soroka another start. That would have helped.
No, we could have given Julio Teheran the start.
That's your
Do you think we were going to go this whole show without me saying his name one time?
Okay, go ahead.
He'll give you innings. Would we not love him right now?
I don't know if we would.
If nothing else, to eat up innings. I know he's not doing great out there.
It's Josh Tomlin. Josh Tomlin's eating up innings.
Nah, Josh Tomlin doesn't do it like Julio did it.
Okay,
but let's move on because I could do a whole show about Julio.
He's not doing it with the flair. I got it.
Not even a flair, but God, that kid was with our system since he's 16. Since he's 16, he's a Brave.
I love that kid. So moving on.
Okay.
I did tweet out earlier, or retweeted it. I don't know if you guys saw the news today that Ken Rosenthal said that there's going to be no days off during the wild card, division, and league championship series. That doesn't bode well for an already thin rotation.
No, that feels like, the Braves are doing really good. How can we fuck with them?
It does feel like that.
And I apologize, but that's
it hurts.
That's what I thought when I first read it. I don't know about you guys.
Well, I read that and I said, I hope Faulty does have a 95-mile fastball at least for 3 or 4 innings. So and something's gonna have to, because we're so thin. I mean, we're poised with Ian. I'm so impressed with that kid.
Yes.
It's kind of historic. You could write almost a fairy tale with the wins he's had with the Yankees.
Yeah. And he has an identical twin brother, so that is even a cooler story.
So
seriously?
Yeah, plays for the Rangers.
We'll be tested, so no doubt we'll be tested. But let's get back to some good news. Like Jolie had said earlier, we have been leading the league and killing it. No doubt, especially this month. Adam Duvall hit his 10th home run tonight. His 10th of the month, and it's only, the 15th?
It is the 15th, yeah.
The guy had 5 homers coming in this month. So we'll start with you, Jolie. How do you feel about Adam Duvall and where he's at now? Do you want to see him next year?
I got to put my glasses on for this. Oh, my God. Adam Duvall.
Hold on. Let me get serious.
He has a widow's peak in his hair, and he has the best hair ever, and I just adore him. I love it. I think it's another great story. Here's a guy who's bounced around and, he was up and he was down and he did so good in Gwinnett, and then comes here and picks up the pace and maintains and then carries us sometimes offensively.
Right.
Gosh, I'm just so excited about him. I think that anything he does from here on out is just icing on the cake. That's what I think about Adam Duvall.
All right, Janelle, what about Ozuna? How do you feel about Ozuna? You want to see him next year? You want to see the Braves try to attack and re-sign him?
You're cutting out again.
Can you hear
Did
me
you
now?
say? A little bit.
Ozuna, how do you feel about him next year?
I mean, I feel like if we implement the DH, for sure, I would love to see him back. If we don't, I think there are other, and forgive me for being like business-minded or whatever, but I think there are cheaper options. I really do.
All right.
And I think you. No, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to see him. I mean, I think he's he's definitely a defensive liability in my opinion, as you
Someone
said.
play against him.
Yeah. Another thing, I mean, Riley, he's been up and down, hot and cold, but we're going to need Riley to pick it up, and I think he can really cement himself as the third baseman of the future, and I want him to.
For sure.
I think Riley is okay. Again, I have a different approach to baseball. I love baseball the way a girl loves baseball, so I'm going to apologize for that in advance because I don't know numbers and metrics and advanced whatever. But to me, Riley is hot for Riley. So he's not, the way he slumped before, the way he's seeing the ball now, and the way he's still so consistent at the plate, that kid has come into his own and he needed regular playing time. And I understand that on some teams, on all teams, you're at different stages where you're selling or you're buying or you're rebuilding, and you don't always have time to grow a player. I think some of these kids are coming up way too soon, and Riley, one of them. I think Dansby was one of them. Even Frenchie. I'm not saying Francoeur came up too soon, but the pressure. Oh, you're from here. You grew up a Braves fan, the face of the Braves. Let them. I said it about Tukey last night, and it wasn't my most popular tweet. I think maybe like 50 people or less liked it or agreed with it. But a Tukey Toussaint has nasty, dirty, filthy, disgusting, shut your mouth, triple X stuff. But if you don't give him the ball every 5 days, how is he ever going to hone in on that? And I understand if we're in the hunt, you can't afford to, but his trade value is dwindling, and he needs to be somewhere where he can, So anyway, back to Riley, because, you can't keep me on track. Riley, to me, is hot for Riley, and I think that kid is such a big piece of the puzzle, man. I'm so excited about him.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, he's a notoriously slow starter.
I just wish I could just say go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, please go.
I just wish I could just have the privilege to say in Austin Riley's face, man, he gonna be good one day. Like, like he's really like him and Dansby Swanson. Like, and I'm a big fan of Dansby Swanson. I don't care. Like, he's gonna be one of the best shortstops in the game. Let me go back in the chat real quick.
Okay.
Ultra Shadow 97 said, "I'm all for giving Foti another chance." Buddy Dean said Fulton needs better mental strength as much as he needs physical strength. Hashtag just saying. JRS said, "What's good, y'all? Hey, if y'all new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button." Also, JRS said, "Man, challenging Jolie on Julio or Janelle on Luke Jackson never ends well for the challenger."
Oh man.
Well, it's just blind love, It's just blind affinity for we all. Okay, so let me turn the tables and let me ask the question. So everyone knows that Julio Teheran is that guy that I will die on a hill for. So Ricky, you, and then the Don, and then Janelle can say hers. But who is that player that maybe is not, I'll say it nicely, not that great, not that good, whatever it is that you want to say that you still will fight for when people talk about him?
Like currently now, or like
anytime really, it doesn't matter.
Well, my player was always Martin Prado, so
he was always so good.
He got hurt. He stayed hurt. He didn't get to play enough.
Yeah.
So we got rid of him. That was my guy. That was my go-to guy. He
Yeah.
kind of like you. I mean, man, super hot in the plate, right?
Yeah.
But no, that dude would stay late every night, come to the fans, sign autographs. He was the last one out.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, that's my guy. So I don't know about you, Don.
So does it have to be a Braves player or what?
It doesn't have to be. I mean, it would be nice if it was.
This is a person who I like.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all remember him or not, but Troy Gloss. I was a big Troy Gloss fan. Troy Gloss fan. Played for the Anaheim Angels, helped them win the 2002 World Series. Man, he played for the Braves for a year or two, I believe.
They compare Riley to him a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. That's why I like Austin Riley.
Yep.
Man, Troy Gloss, man.
Good call. Good call.
Janelle, who's the player that you will apologize for over and over again? I want to post this as a question later and tag the platform and just say, who's the player that you would apologize for till the end that you love no matter what?
Absolutely. That's a good way to get interaction. I think it's pretty expected. It's pretty expected for me to be like, Luke Jackson, I love him. He does no wrong. If you put him out there, there's nobody on base. He'll walk them full, but he'll get out of it.
Well, I don't know what he's doing, but he's got something up the sleeve because he should literally be down in Gwinnett right now.
Hey, everybody that's in the chat right now, in the comment section, put in what player you'll fight for that wasn't great, wasn't good, wasn't bad, but good enough for you. And what's good, the real Pat man? What's good, man?
And Luke's not even my player. That's not. It just people just expect that from me, but it's Nuke. I love Sean. I don't care what happens. I have felt an affinity for that kid for years. That is my tiny baby Shawnee Bear, and I don't care that it's embarrassing that I just said Shawnee Bear.
It's not embarrassing.
No, it's not embarrassing.
Let it flow, girl. Let it out. Shawnee Bear. Were we together for his debut at the park? I feel like we were together.
I don't know if we were together.
Okay. Well, we watched many games with him starting. That's for sure.
We were, but I sat with my Josh and Stacy. And
Sean Newcomb is another guy that I know they called him up. They called Sean up and sent him back down almost within 24 hours.
Well, my thing with Sean is he wanted a shot to be a starting pitcher. He needs to be in the bullpen. He was so fired last year coming out of the bullpen. He was so confident. He was so confident. He wanted to be a starting pitcher. He wanted to give it another shot, and I applaud them for trying that. But I just think he's better fit for that 6th to 7th inning role, to be honest. That's just me, though.
May I say something in response to that?
Yeah, go.
I think because especially our fan base and maybe even our generation, I know we're all differing ages, with me being by far the oldest one here. I think we saw that whole Smoltzy thing where, you've got this Hall of Fame guy and we figure out he's so fire coming out of the bullpen and closing. We see guys that we see glimpses of greatness and we say, oh, put them in the bullpen. They're not good starters. And I think we've been spoiled by John Smoltz with that. But Sean Newcomb is built for innings. He's a workhorse. He's not going to tire easy. I mean, I think his nickname where he's from is Baby Gronk, because he's a big, solid dude. And I agree with you. I think he has the physical ability to go 7 or more innings. Whether or not they're going to be good ones is debatable right now. I think he's not confident enough. He nibbles too much.
Right.
But him coming out of the pen was so good. And maybe because mentally the pressure is off of him, they're not expecting me to go 5 to 7. I can get a few outs and be the superstar here.
I don't need him.
Yeah.
I just need him to get people out. So
be productive.
Yeah. So that's just kind of where I'm at with it. All right. So anything else in the chat yet, Don? Anybody giving any names? All right, cool.
We lost our producer. So I know that
I'm about to have a child walk in, so that's ridiculous.
I feel like this whole platform, Janelle and I will make sure everyone knows and watches and subscribes.
Yeah, no doubt.
I think if we were ever to do this again, we'd have a lot more people interested.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I mean, anybody wants to talk Braves baseball like you guys, we appreciate that. It's not just want to talk it; it's you love it, you breathe it. You're right now. You're probably checking the score. I don't even know the score of the game. I'm hoping it's still 2-0, but
it's still 2-0.
Yeah. So I have a quick question. How much did we hate Ozuna last year?
I didn't hate him at all. I hated Yachty.
Oh my!
Yeah, Yachty too. But like,
oh my.
I didn't hate him. I laughed at him. I mean, just because he was known for the guy that fell off the fence. I don't know if you saw that catch. He tried to rob that home run. He smacked his face off the ground.
Yeah,
that's what I
forgot about that.
Yeah.
I'll never.
I just hated that whole team so much, and that stupid sleeve. I just couldn't
stand
it.
Game 5. All right, I didn't tell the story. I was at Game 5. I sat down. I literally texted my wife, looked up, and it was 6-0. I'm like, what is going on? So I didn't hate him. I just hated. I guess I just, like you said, I hate the Cardinals. So
I was at the first game of that series at home, and they lost. The second game, I had tickets to, but refused to go because I felt like I was going to bring some kind of bad juju, and I'm not even really superstitious at all. So I stayed in the Omni and watched most of the game from my room. And then when it got close and the Braves were winning, I eased down to that bar. Yeah. And I sat there, and the TV was on a delay. I don't know, 7 or 10 seconds.
Oh no!
But I heard the crowd outside go crazy before we recorded the last out of the game and won. And I'll never forget it. And then the next night I go, okay, all together, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to just go over here to Marlowe's, which is behind my house, and I'm going to sit at the bar. I'm going to watch the Braves win. And I'm telling you, I even talked the bartender and the manager talked him into putting the sound on for the game. They go, we only do this for the last 10 seconds of the Kentucky Derby. But we're going to put this on. So they put the sound on, and the Braves were getting annihilated. And I was like, you can turn the sound off now. So I wasn't an Ozuna or fan of anyone on that team.
So some current good news real quick. Looks like the Red Sox are going to take down the Marlins 2-0.
Nice.
So we can distance ourselves coming into that series. That series is going to be big when the Braves come to town.
Yep.
And I think that'll be kind of where we separate ourselves, like you said earlier in the show. I think we'll kind of show our dominance at home. We're so good at home.
So good at home.
So I'll be interested to see how the bubble structure works out for the playoffs. But we can get that home field advantage for the first wild card round.
How do you feel about the bubble? How do you feel about the bubble?
I get it. As far as limiting travel, I guess, per se. The NBA did a great job. I mean, they really have done a great job. I mean, it's all about limiting
Except
travel.
for that one guy that slept with the nurse and he was married.
Well,
I'm just saying. She was in the bubble, but
so yeah, it's a smart idea.
The nurse was in the bubble, so it shouldn't have counted.
It should have counted.
Yeah, it's kind of like zip code, different zip code, bubble. Yeah, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Area code.
In bubble, out bubble, yeah.
All this room.
Yeah, nothing in the bubble counts, right? Okay. So, but yeah, I mean,
did you see the tweet where it was like they were talking about allowing a limited number of fans in the bubble? Like, it's not a bubble if you allow fans.
Yeah, I did read that. I don't know about that now. That's going to get interesting about who they're going to let go. Obviously, it's going to be, your ticket holders, season ticket holders, A-list members, obviously.
Right.
But
I will pay all the money.
It's just like, what are they going to cap it at, and how are they going to choose? So that'll be interesting, kind of like what college football's, deciding to do now. They're getting ready to, SEC is going to have 20 to 25%, their stadiums filled. So kind of see how that goes too.
It's going to be in a very elite atmosphere.
Oh yeah, it'll be epic. Yeah, I don't care if there's 1,000 fans or 20,000 cardboard cutouts. I promise you, I'll be chopping it just as hard. So
yeah, same.
So what do you say, Don? Anybody putting any comments in there about their players?
Yeah, I might just read them off real quick. Ultra 797 said, Why won't there be any off days until the World Series? That's whack. Shaking my head. And then Buddy Dean said, I'm the oldest here. JRS said, J. Hay or McCann for my defending player. Those are good. Hey, those are good.
McCann's a Hall of Famer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hayward was good, but Hayward got better when he left. I just think.
Oh, yeah, he's had a great
Sometimes you just got to lead the
He's had a
team.
great year this season.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The rest said, he said, the thing is, it's not true. It's not a true bubble if Manfred is talking about letting some fans in.
Right.
Yeah, really. You might as well just play at home. Play at your home stadium. Buddy Dean said, what happens in the bubble stays in the bubble. Wow.
That's right.
So it's like Vegas, which is my favorite city, and that makes lots of sense.
Yep.
But that's a man who knows.
It's Bubby.
That's what I'm saying.
Bubby.
May I call you Bubby?
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry, we're getting off. We have got to stay on the rails. These guys are very structured and about business. And look at them. Look at Ricky. Ricky is like wrangling cats right now.
Both of you guys were great. You hit it on the head. You definitely, answered the questions. You showed your experience and what you guys know. We know you don't just love the Braves. You follow the Braves. Diehard fans. Not so much Janelle, but I know I see Jolie literally retweet. Like I'm talking tweet, retweet, tweet, retweet, all game. All game. Like, I don't even need to turn on the game.
I didn't know that you changed your Twitter.
Yeah,
I didn't know that you changed your Twitter.
Wait. He might not want to reveal.
Yeah. So I know.
Hey, I'm sorry, Bubby. I thought your name said Buddy. Hey, man, my head is killing me. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I apologize, Bubby. That's his name, Bubby Dean.
Bubby Dean.
Bubby.
So, but yeah, the new Twitter I have now is dedicated solely to helping out FILA. Getting our feet going, running, and I got my sidekick Don. He's amazing. You guys that are watching right now, give him a follow on there, man.
For sure.
Called Don. He's awesome, and he doesn't just love the Braves. He will fight for every Atlanta sports team. It doesn't matter if it's Falcons, Braves, the Hawks, even for, if you guys watch our show and it's maybe expansion women's soccer team, he's for that too.
Yep.
So
Look,
guys,
man, I'm still fighting to bring NHL back to the city, man.
Hey.
I'm missing hockey.
But,
listen, Don, I heard that, again, I have it on good account. I'd love to say that when I've heard something that's kind of like, that the reason that whole area over by the Battery hasn't been built up yet is because they're trying to bring an NHL team back to Atlanta. And what they're trying to do is have revenue coming in all year long. So you've got the Braves, obviously, during baseball season, and then you've got all the retail there, and then you're going to have hockey, which is the relatively longer season, or at least it feels like hockey to me goes on for the entire year. But year round, you're going to have revenue coming in and fans. And I'm not kidding, and I'm not trolling, which some people say on Twitter.
You got to produce me with some articles or something on that, because I ain't finna get my hopes up at all. Because
I'm not trying to get your hopes up, but I heard it from someone very, 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 very reliable. That's all I can say. But I'll do some digging for you.
Don, that we got to get her on again, talk a little bit, maybe see about hockey coming to town, huh?
How brilliant would that be right there? And that, to me, they did such a good job. People complain about there's no traffic coming or going to that. It's like minuscule, because they put the parking lots. They're so spread out, and
it's just easy. What's the old saying? If it makes money, it makes sense. So.
It makes sense, and that's definitely, those are words I live by.
Sense makes money. Sense equals bills. That's what my uncle used to
If it makes sense, it makes money.
Yes.
Okay. But anyway, the way they did the parking there, that deposits into 75 and 285, and it's separate, I think it's brilliant. You put the hockey team right there. There's so many hockey fans here, man. We got such a bad rap with the hockey. I just would love to see it happen. Yeah. But that land's still sitting there undeveloped for a reason.
Yeah, that'll definitely be something to. Yeah, we might have to have a little show on that then. But yeah, we're kind of running out of time, guys. But we do definitely appreciate having both of you guys on.
We loved being on.
Yeah, appreciate y'all coming on.
Oh, absolutely.
Again,
but Ultra Shadow, you said we need NHL back in the city real bad, and then Bubby Dean said watch Austin Single Orioles era in the 8th, hilarious. And
Okay.
what's good, Maggie? She said, "Hey, ladies," she was talking to you guys.
Hey, what's up?
So.
Yeah, you guys go ahead and let them know again. Start with you, Janelle, where they can find you and where you at, and go from there.
Unfortunately, I'm in Pennsylvania.
Girl, your Twitter handle.
So my Twitter is. I know. I'm just reiterating.
Her Twitter handle is Janelle_2310. JANELLE.
Got it.
Yes.
And we all know where to find you at, right?
Really, everybody?
Yeah, we all know where to find you at. Just go to the Atlanta Braves Twitter page and you'll find her somewhere on there.
Somewhere, yeah. Just put in #4A. You'll find me.
There you go. Yep. All right. But yeah, we appreciate you guys having you on.
Thank you so much. We have had so much fun and just an honor to be a part of it and glad to talk about our Braves. Thank you.
No doubt. We'll definitely chat it up again.
Okay.
We'll put it on the books and chat it up again.
All right, and for the folks who joined us live, appreciate y'all joining. If you're new to the channel, you already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. Also hit that like button. Share this content out with other Atlanta sports fanatics, and hit us up in the comment section. If you're watching it late, let us know. Let us know in the comment section how you think the Braves going to go in the playoffs. Like, you think we're going to get past the divisional round? Because we ain't been past the divisional round since 1999. All right. So
it's going down.
So, I'm sorry, 2001. I just don't want to remember that Diamondbacks NLCS, because I really feel like they took our low key. They took our World Series away right there. But anyway, let us know what you think. And up to that note, as always, come holler at your hometown sports podcast. Woo! All right. On that note, y'all have a great evening. We'll see y'all Thursday with rivalry week.
Good night. Mwah.
Look at how I go, got them all look a horn. Staring like, oh, I'm the center of attention.